Disney is sneaky. Seriously, there are so many connections between movies and we bet you never knew about them. Stay tuned for the ultimate connection that will make you go back and rewatch every movie to catch it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to The Things. Now, let's get to the video. Finding Nemo and the Incredibles. Well, sort of. Not The Incredibles, the movie, since Finding Nemo came out a year before the actual movie. But this connection is still adorable and plenty of people have missed it. Remember the scene in the dentist's office where you see a young boy in the waiting room with his mom? They're both reading their papers. But if you pay attention to what the boy's reading, you'll see that it's the Mr. Incredible comic. It's definitely Mr. Incredible ahead of his time and way ahead of his iconic red suit. But perhaps this was a clue all along since The Incredibles came out a year later. No idea, but that was a clever one. Up and Toy Story 3. It's strange how many Pixar Easter eggs you can find in other Pixar and Disney movies. It looks like the creators are really having fun with these, and of course, it makes our videos that much more interesting. Up came out in 2009, but did you know that it featured the Lotso hugging bear from Toy Story 3? Toy Story 3 didn't even come out until 2010. So again, was this just another prediction most of us missed at the time? They really know how to play with our minds. Go rewatch the scene where the balloons pass a child's window. The pink bear from Toy Story 3 is featured in the left bottom corner. Toy Story 2 and Bug's Life. Speaking of Toy Story, the second movie also has several Easter eggs you probably never noticed before. Miss Potato Head reading a story is a cute moment, but have you seen what story she's actually reading? It's very hard to miss this detail, and it's definitely not a common connection, but check out this shout out to the Bug's Life. Does the picture look familiar? It's the only clue we have, but we're pretty sure this is yet another Disney Easter egg. Toy Story 2 only came out a year after the Bug's Life, so it makes total sense that Disney gave Bug's Life another shout out. Cars and other movies. There are actually plenty of Easter eggs in Cars, and they're so subtle you can easily miss them. You can find plenty of Disney movies being advertised on those side road advertisements. If you paid enough attention, you'd probably notice a sign called Toy Car Story, which is an obvious reference to Toy Story or The Incredimobiles, which is a shout out to The Incredibles. These are usually placed in the background while the camera focuses on the actual cars driving, but rewind the scenes and we're sure you'll be able to catch some of the same references. Have you noticed that the credits of Cars also feature Bug's Life? Sneaky! Several movies. We'll talk more about how multiple Disney movies are connected with each other for the next few minutes because there are so many moments you've never noticed. Does this ball look familiar to you? It's just a random ball, right? Nothing special. Looks like something that just easily blends in a playroom. Well, it turns out that this ball blends in so easily, Disney managed to fit it in plenty of your favorite movies, including Up, Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, Toy Story, and plenty more. Just pay attention to a yellow ball with a red star. We promise you'll be able to suddenly see it everywhere. Even more movies. No, seriously, almost every Disney movie is connected with each other. Keep on watching to see the ultimate connection that brings these movies together. If you saw Coco, you probably noticed a Pizza Planet truck zooming past at the beginning of the movie. Well, you can actually find the Pizza Planet truck in every single Disney movie out there, except for The Incredibles. It's a totally fake delivery service, but for some reason, Pixar decided to include it in every movie ever made. And believe it or not, that's not the only connection that brings all Disney movies together. The best one will be revealed at the end. More Toy Story 2 and Bug's Life. Ever notice this one? If you rewatch the Toy Story 2 scene where the gang is looking for Woody, you'll notice that Buzz runs past some really familiar characters. Do you see it? You can see Flick from Bug's Life laying on the ground, but in one of the earlier scenes, you also see 6 other characters hanging on the wall. We're not sure what's with all the Bug's Life references, but it looks like the Toy Story 2 team felt really nostalgic after being in the land of bugs for so long, and they just really couldn't let it go. We bet there are plenty of more Bug's Life references in Toy Story movies. Ratatouille and Up. Here's another funny one in case you're not convinced that every single Disney movie has a connection. It's even funnier when you realize the movies weren't even released at the same time. Ratatouille was made 2 years before Up, and yet it looks like Doug the dog was already designed back then because you can clearly see it in the scene where Remy gets chased by Gusteau. He's disguised as the shadow on the wall, but it looks nothing like Remy, and it definitely doesn't look anything like Gusteau. We know it takes a long time to animate movies, but it still takes us by surprise when we catch things like these. Monsters, Inc. and Finding Nemo. If you dare to watch the final scene of Monsters, Inc., go ahead, because there's a secret Easter egg you probably missed. After Boo says bye to Mike Wazowski, she starts handing Sully her toys. You can see Woody from Toy Story, but you can also see Nemo. The adorable toy makes a squeaky noise before it's handed into Sully's arms. Finding Nemo came out 2 years after Monsters, Inc., and this is just another proof that every single Disney movie is connected with each other. And if you still don't believe that this is true, here's the ultimate proof. Every Disney movie. Okay, so seriously, all Disney movies share the same thing, and it's not Luxo balls or Pizza Planet trucks. Well, it's also those, but there's another connection you might not know of. Did you know that there's a voice that connects every Disney movie ever? It's John Ratzenberger, a voice actor who's also known as the Good Luck Charm. He was in every single movie you could think of, even though he played minor characters most of the time. Remember the voice of Ham in Toy Story? It's the same voice as the Underminer from The Incredibles, and many more characters. Every Disney movie has a connection, and his name is John Ratzenberger. And that's all for our video. Don't forget to subscribe to The Things and tell us how you felt about this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.